Hello, everyone. Um, well, first of all, I don't know like what other people are thinking or what they know. I want to tell everybody about why I have a featured channel. Okay, I don't know how many people have ever heard of Dr. Howard C. Estep. I'll tell you how where this all comes from. I was raised as a Catholic. My parents sent me to Catholic school for 3 years. I absolutely hated it. It got to the point in eighth grade that I said to my parents, "I'm not going to church anymore." And back when I was in high school, I think I was probably in 11th grade. Late at night, there wasn't much on TV, like on a Friday night, like around 11 o'clock. Well, one night I was, going through the channels. I forget if it may have been channel 48, which was in Philadelphia, WKBS, or it could have been channel 29. I forget. It's been so many years ago. But there was one night where I was watching TV and I saw this man talking. His name was Dr. Howard C. Estep. He started a TV show called The King is Coming. I decided to feature him. Of all the years I attended church and listened to the sermons by the priest, I never had heard anyone ever explain the Bible in such a way as Dr. Howard C. Estep. Now, there's another channel that has a lot of his videos, but YouTube won't let me feature it. Tonight, I decided to watch one of the videos about men from outer space, where had Dr. Howard, I actually remember this sermon, had Dr. Howard C. Estep talked about how he thought the two witnesses during the 70th week of Daniel would be Elijah and Enoch. But, you know, some, I have no idea what cities in this country were showing Dr. Howard C. Estep back in the 70s. I've done some research. I know that Ed Hudson took over the TV show called The King is Coming. But anybody that really wants to hear some good preaching, I urge you to look up Dr. Howard C. Estep. Some of his best sermons are on the channel I decided to feature. Hey, Marla, have you ever heard of Dr. Howard C. Estep? He started back in the 70s. I remember one night watching his TV show called The King is Coming. He predicted that one day satellite TV would happen because this was all in the early stages of stuff being created, and how one day a man would be able to speak to everyone on the earth all at the same time. And I know some people probably just laughed at the guy, Dr. Howard C. Estep. You figure even back in the 60s with the space flights, nobody envisioned that we would have all these satellites up in space like we do now. If it wasn't for these satellites, we wouldn't have the internet. People that have cell phones wouldn't have cell phone service. Actually, that's why I decided to feature him, Marla B. Check out Howard C. Estep. He has some of the best sermons I have ever heard. It, the way Dr. Howard C. Estep spoke, it was just easy. It was just easy to understand everything he said. Um, because I just started a few minutes ago. There's more YouTube channels that has his sermons, but YouTube won't let me link them. So I took the one that actually has some of his best sermons. He talks about evolution and basically disproves it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube or not. But then it's like this. Okay, you look at how people want to be accepted. Um, in some ways, wanting is a greater need than having. I, Other people have said that. I get that from Star Trek, the episode Amok Time. But check out Howard C. Estep, and if you like if you like his sermons, you figure this was back in the 70s. Uh, Dr. Howard C. Estep was a he basically he got a doctorate in theology. I mentioned him in chat in the Paul Begley show, and I know Paul was too busy to answer everybody's question, but go check out Howard C. Estep. I think he was one of the best preachers of our time. And like I said, I was probably 16 or 17 years old the first time I watched this guy. And the difference between Howard C. Estep explaining the Bible, he goes through, the book of Revelations, the end of times. the manner in which he spoke, I think it's easier to relate than anyone. When I was a kid listening to Catholic priests in church, I thought these priests are not very personable. Dr. Howard C. Estep, if you listen to his sermons, he just relates with the common man. That's why I decided to, feature him in my video. I look at it like this: when it comes to humanity, are you one of the many or one of the few? It's just like in the book of Matthew. Um, are you a goat or a sheep? I hope I did this long enough so it doesn't show up as a short. Well, thanks for showing up, Marla B. Actually, I actually like doing stuff late in the evening, hoping not too many people tune in because it's hard to get people to want to do shows with me. Um, and then I've noticed the past couple of weeks I've gotten bad reactions from people I know from doing the video. Well, I speak. Look at it like this: everybody's got different feelings. I speak from the heart. Um, I don't know if I'm ever going to be on anybody's panel again because of some of the stuff that goes on. It's like all of us are adults, all of us like to have fun, but people have to be respectful towards each other. And I've never been disrespectful to anyone on anyone's panel. But one problem in the world is I've seen with ministers. It's some of these ministers, they have a holier than thou attitude. They act like they are righteous. I've met people on YouTube over the years that they think they're just above everyone. They're the only one that's righteous enough to give a prayer or speak about the gospel. The Bible is there for everyone to read. One thing that really did it to me when I was a kid was when I was told by the priest, well, the common man isn't fit to read the Bible. You have to have somebody interpret it to you. That's like talking to some of these judges that think they're holier than thou when it comes to matters of law. Eh, When it comes to being a judge or an attorney, all it takes is somebody that can read and write basically, and knows where to dot their I's and cross their T's. Because I've met a lot of them in my life, unfortunately. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching the show, Marla B. I don't know what anybody else has been doing this weekend because uh, I only have a limited, but the only time I really have to be on YouTube is in the 9 o'clock in the evenings. Even some nights I don't have the time because I'm out here trying to get a deer for crop damage. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Just check out Howard C. Estep if you like his videos. Um, his TV show was on for years, and he he I forget what year he passed away, but I'm sure if you watch some of his videos that I featured on my channel, you'll enjoy it because he is probably one of the most personable ministers I ever heard in my life. Okay, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Hey, thanks for watching, Marla B.